Syracuse Hospital, and welcome for joining us on this Sunday morning. It's April 30th. I'm Katrina Smith. Start out that morning a little more dry than yesterday morning. Meteorologist Eric Gage is in the Weather Center. Still, though, that cloud cover that just won't go away.
Yeah, and today it's slightly warmer than yesterday with highs reaching the mid-50s, but a little bit more rainy though. So we did see some light mist as well as some light sprinkles yesterday, at least for the most part.
Right.
And here's a look outside this morning. We're looking at the camera shaking a little bit. Still windy conditions expected today with temperatures slightly warmer than yesterday. In fact, already 50 degrees. You can see those winds right there, 13 miles per hour. But a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are getting more active as we head into today, especially into this evening. So this first round of rain moves through. Then a little bit of a dry slot behind this, especially in the eastern part of our area. But zooming out a little bit, we actually have two systems, a front out towards the west and a coastal low that'll drag in moisture from the Atlantic, bringing in excessive rainfall, at least for some of us for today, for highs reaching the mid-50s. Again, rain showers throughout the day, lingering overnight, and a rainy stretch of weather for the most part heading into the start of this week. We've got a full forecast is coming up. Back to you, Katrina.
Thank you so much, Erica. Texas Sheriff.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good morning. Happy final day of April. May 1st is tomorrow, but it won't quite feel like May, at least for the near term, as we're talking about rain showers and slightly below average temperatures. Here's a live look outside our Nexus camera overlooking the city of Utica right now, and still overcast skies, rain showers, and rain moving into our area on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. These rain showers move up the way to the north, and then a brief dry area, especially further east towards St. Johnsville, but then more widespread showers begin to arrive later on this evening and will continue overnight tonight. And because of that, we're going to be talking about how much rain to expect, because overall, we have two systems impacting our weather for today, and this will bring in rainfall rates still not on the heavier side, but enough to cause the possibility of minor flooding in poor drainage areas, especially for those of you in the higher elevations in Shenango County, further up in most of the rest of central New York, looking to be a total of an inch and maybe an inch and a half of rainfall expected. So the bigger picture, we have this cold front that's lingering low up towards Michigan. We've been talking about this for the past several days. Even in last weekend, a similar low. It's moving the same path as well. But also, we have a coastal low developing off the southeast coast just over South Carolina right now. This will move up its way towards the north and drag in moisture from the Atlantic. So we have two systems impacting our weather for today, and because of that, we're talking about a rainy day, at least for the start, and more widespread showers arriving later on this evening and into tonight. So look at our skycast for today. Again, rain showers starting out, a bit of a dry slot, especially further east towards Canajoharie, Herkimer, Cooperstown, but rain showers further west in Utica, Oneida, Hamilton, Norwich. It all depends on the path of this isolated rain band right here, because it could move east or west. But regardless, heading into this evening, more widespread showers begin to develop. That moisture from the Atlantic moves into the area with temperatures still in the 50s, and that widespread rain continues overnight and steady. Not looking to see any heavier downpours, but steady rain continuing at least until early Monday morning, and then a repeat of last week. Take a look at this. As we head into the next several hours into Monday, spotty light rain showers could produce very small hail as well as snow and graupel. But again, similar weather compared to last week, and these rain showers will continue to be spotty. Not everyone will see rain, but as we head into the next several days, including the start of the week, looking at additional spotty rain showers and unsettled weather for the most part for at least the near term. So for today, high 57 degrees, rain and windy conditions. Tonight, rain continues, a low of 46 degrees. Our 7-day forecast, the weather remains unsettled for the near term, at least until the start of the weekend. That's when we're going to be seeing our first fully dry day, possibly by Friday, but still some isolated showers are possible by Saturday and Sunday of next weekend. And our trivia question around what temperature was the surface of the moon when Apollo 11 first landed in 1969? And I want to emphasize this because I mentioned before the break that it's kind of a trick question. So
we're going to say 200.
All right, so director says 200, Katrina says 200, and it is both. And it's crazy because on the moon there's no atmosphere, so although it won't feel like 200 degrees or negative 200 degrees, if you hold the thermometer up, it'll say it's 200 degrees. You put it in the shade, it'll be negative 200. But it's not, there's a lot more complicated science to that. That's the general gist of it too, is that it's a huge temperature difference. If you notice it, especially in desert areas, there's not a lot of moisture, not a lot of air. It's there's a huge temperature swing overnight.
That's interesting.
So, yeah, there's no atmosphere, so it won't feel like it, but it's a very big difference.
There's no feels like temperature on the moon.
No.
All right, thank you, Eric. Well, anyone traveling to the Florida coast or parts of the Gulf Coast in recent weeks has likely noticed heaps of seaweed arriving. But before we get to that, we're out taking a look at headlines around America. This tornado happened on Friday. This is in Boynton Beach, and there was some amazing video here caught of that. So the tornado touched down in South Florida Friday night, leaving behind a lot of damage. National Weather Service called it an EF0 tornado, so nothing super major, but that was in Boynton Beach. Now to that seaweed mass. Anyone traveling to parts of Florida? Welcome back, and thank you for joining us for another half hour of News Channel 2 Weekend Today. I'm Katrina Smith. A little warmer to start, and more rain is on the way today. Here's meteorologist Eric Gage over in the Weather Center tracking that rain. Two systems, not one, huh?
Yeah, so we got two systems. We got moisture dragging in from the Atlantic, and that'll the main concern with this is going to be excessive rainfall. It's not going to be heavy downpours. It's going to be steady, constant rain, especially this evening. This evening, and it heads overnight too, so it's going to be an overnight system. And in fact, here's a look at the excessive rainfall outlook. The light green is a level 1 out of 4, and you notice all of central New York is in that green, but also further south, especially Shenango County, is a level 2 out of 5. Now, the main concern with this is going to be flood prone areas and poor drainage areas seeing excessive rainfall. This is not going to be a heavy downpour, 7 inches of rain event. It's going to be possibly steady rain showers bringing a maximum of 3 to 4 inches, but most of us will be seeing roughly an inch into an inch and a half of rain. And because of that, there are flood alerts in effect, especially Madison County, Shenango County, and even further south. So most of our area is out in the clear in terms of flood alerts, but the risk is still there, and we'll let you guys know about that too. So again, rain showers moving through right now, and rainy conditions today with more steady rainfall later on this evening and overnight tonight. More rain continuing for the start of the week for May. Look at that full forecast is coming up. Back to you, Katrina.
Thank you so much, Eric. There's a crash on State Route.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
A rainy and breezy start to your Sunday today as rain showers on the scattered side become more widespread this evening and overnight tonight. In fact, here's a live look across the Mohawk Valley this morning, and still misty conditions, overcast skies, light to moderate rainfall. This is pretty much the story, at least for today. And a live look at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2, DOP the radar. We're seeing these rain showers gradually move their way up towards the north. There are some thunderstorms south of our area, but due to the lack of instability in our area, we're not likely to see any thunderstorms, but still light to moderate rainfall for the most part this morning. Gradually drying out, especially in the west or the eastern part of our area. And the more steady rainfall arrives overnight tonight. And in terms of rainfall accumulation, most of us will be seeing roughly between 1 inch to 1.5 inches of rainfall, with the exception of those of you in Shenango County. It could be seeing even higher rainfall totals due to rain banding. So because of this, we are at a level 1 out of 4 for most of central New York, with a possibility of excessive rainfall. Basically minor flooding in poor drainage areas. Not a big concern, but just letting you guys know the possibility of people in flood-prone areas. You could be seeing ponding, especially on lawns, on roads, especially into the early morning hours tomorrow. And this is all due to multiple systems, as a matter of fact. We have a low pressure bringing a cold front this way out towards the east, and on top of that, we have a low pressure down towards the southern part of our area, in fact, out towards Raleigh and further south. This will shift its way north and drag in moisture from the Atlantic. So because of that, we're talking about excessive rainfall, at least for the most part, being the main concern. And as we head into the next several hours, into the next several hours for today. Still spotty rain showers with widespread rainfall begins to arrive tonight. So our Skycast, looking at that rainfall banding right here, especially in the western part of our area, the main concern is where this rainfall band forms, whether it's further west or further east. But the consensus is directly over the western part of Oneida County and Madison as well as Chenango counties, bringing in that rainfall, especially into the early afternoon. And the rainfall will continue a brief dry slot, and then more steady widespread rain arrives this evening and will continue overnight. In fact, here's a look at the Skycast, at least until the early morning hours tomorrow, 4 to 5 a.m., still steady rain showers and temperatures on the mild side in the lower 40s. And after that, we start to dry out briefly, but then similar weather compared to this past week with spotty rain showers, some sunshine peeking in, just a mixed bag of weather in store for your Monday. And these weather patterns will continue not only for Monday, but also for Tuesday and Wednesday of this coming week. So for today, high 57 degrees, rain and windy conditions. Tonight, mostly cloudy with rain showers, a low of 46. Our 7-day forecast, the unsettled weather continues for the near future, at least until Thursday and Friday. Friday being our first chance of possibly seeing a completely dry day, but rain showers are possible, at least on the isolated side, by Saturday and Sunday of next weekend. So our rainfall pattern is not over with just yet. In our trivia question, roughly what percentage of the U.S. population is diagnosed with seasonal allergies?
I feel like you believe it's 25% because that's because you have them, right?
Yeah, I'm currently dealing with it right now, so.
Eric was trying to tell me, you know when you mow the lawn and you get that feeling, and I was like,
yeah,
no, because I don't suffer
You're
from
so
this.
lucky. You're so lucky.
One of the rarities. Anyway, which one is it?
I was going to say it's 25%. Yeah, so it's rough. At least last year, it was 81 million people in the U.S. Oh, this is 2021. 81 million people were diagnosed with allergies. So it's definitely a lot of people. So, including me, I'm unfortunately one of them too. Not as bad, thankfully, because other people do have it worse than me. But still, it's
if you're suffering from it, you're not alone. Yeah. All right, thanks so much, Eric. The state DEC and the Adirondack.
A lovely spring day out there. Let's bring in meteorologist Eric Gage. Yeah.
I can hear the sarcasm in your
Yeah,
voice
there
right
was
there.
an extensive amount.
And to be fair, some people do like rainy days.
Yeah,
so if you guys are enjoying the rainy time outside, it's still seeing scattered rain showers on a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. And we aren't done with the rain showers just yet. As we head into the next several hours, these rain showers are continuing to push their way north. And the bigger picture we can see right here, we have two systems, both from the west as well as the southeast, influencing our weather. In fact, if this was 2 months ago, this would be a pretty decent nor'easter. However, thankfully, it's warm enough where it's just rain showers across the area this evening. Current temperature right now, 53 degrees. Wind speed still breezy at 15 miles per hour from the east-southeast. And for tonight, lingering rain showers still on the breezy side. And the rainy pattern does continue, although not as widespread for the week ahead. Look at that full week ahead forecast coming up. Back to you, Ben.
Thank you very much, Eric. Two local musicians.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Eric Gage.
Good evening. We are wrapping up our final day of April with some scattered rain showers, and for the most part, it will still remain rainy tonight and at least for the start of the work week. Let's take a look outside. Our Yucca National camera overlooking Main Street in Cooperstown. Flags blowing a little bit. It's a bit breezy out there this evening, and the winds will still remain somewhat breezy overnight into early tomorrow morning. And here's a live look at a Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Thankfully, all the heavier rain showers relatively are further to the west in sort of Syracuse, Geneva, Oswego. And just for over our area right now, some lingering light rain showers. But again, we're not done with the rain just yet, as this system will start to push its way to the northeast within the next several hours overnight into early tomorrow morning. And in fact, taking a look at the week ahead, we're still in an unsettled weather pattern with temperatures throughout the week in the 50s. Old Man Winter's holding on at least for the next week or so. Starting out on Monday, breaks in the clouds in the morning, but pop-up showers very similar to last Monday with a chance of isolated showers, bringing in the chance of some hail as well on the geez, I can't speak right now. The smaller side of hail right now, as well as very small grapple. Now, for Tuesday, mostly cloudy skies with some rain showers, scattered light showers, at least for the afternoon. But as headed to Wednesday, they start to gradually dry out. But with cool air aloft, there is a chance for snow to develop, especially in higher elevations. But we do dry out somewhat by Thursday and Friday with still isolated showers. Not done with the rain just yet. And along with this, too, we do have a freeze risk, at least for higher elevations, at least for the week ahead. Here's a look at who can see below freezing temperatures for Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, as well as Friday morning. So still, generally speaking, the higher elevations are on the higher risk of seeing freezing conditions. But for the most part, we generally stay above freezing for most of the area. But still, rain showers tonight will bring an additional ½ inch to an inch of rainfall for most of us, with a very low chance of excessive rainfall, especially south towards Chenango County, upwards of 1.5 inches to 2 inches of total rainfall. But again, this is not going to be heavy downpours, more on the steady side, so just poor drainage areas could see excessive rainfall. And this is all due to two systems, both from the west as well as the southeast, bringing in some moisture off the coast of Boston, bringing in rain showers, at least for tonight, and into overnight hours into early tomorrow morning. So our Skycast, again, these rain showers continuing a bit of a break before a return to additional rain showers overnight. By 5 to 6 a.m., the widespread showers gradually taper off, and for the most part, some patchy sunshine for tomorrow morning. But still, you can see those isolated pop-up showers develop, and with those too, you could see the development of small hail, as well as grapple with that too. Similar weather compared to last Monday. This will move throughout the day with a general unsettled weather pattern, not only for Monday, but at least for the remainder of the week ahead, as we do see the unsettled weather pattern come to an end by this weekend. So for today, at least for today, we saw temperatures in the 50s. Tonight, down into the 40s with scattered rain showers in our 7-day forecast. We're still looking at temperatures in the 50s for the next 7 days, but reaching the 60s by Saturday and Sunday, gradually drying out. We could be seeing our full, a completely dry day, possibly by Monday and Tuesday of next week.
For a first look at your forecast tonight at 11, Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis joins us. A lot of rain on the radar, Bill.
Yeah, so we are seeing some ponding on roadways, and I think that'll become problematic overnight. Live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Rain continues to be widespread, moderate, in some cases heavy. You can see some of those brighter orange colors in portions of western Oneida and Madison County. Some heavy rain out towards Oneida, Hamilton, Sherburne, and Norwich. This rain is moving in from the south, and we'll see more of it as we head into tonight. Some flood advisories issued by the National Weather Service for Madison and Chenango, southern Otsego County. And I think this could also include a good portion of the area in terms of ponding on roadways and minor issues and poor drainage areas. Again, something to be on the lookout for overnight if you're traveling. By tomorrow morning, I think these conditions will improve as the rain comes to an end. Our current temperature is 49 degrees, and rain will continue tonight. It does become lighter towards tomorrow morning. We are tracking an unsettled, cool weather pattern this week. We're going to look at the forecast coming up. Ben, back to you.
Thank you very much, Bill. We have a traffic alert.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening, Central New York. We are tracking heavy rain tonight, and it is causing some minor issues across Central New York, some ponding on roadways, some minor flooding in poor drainage areas. We're keeping an eye on streams, rivers. So far, we are not getting any indications of flooding from larger bodies of water. But still, we're going to keep an eye on things because it's been raining a good portion of the weekend, and we are continuing to track steady rain across Central New York. This is a live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Bands of heavy rain are continuing to move in from the south. And again, we're going to be in the thick of this here heading into tonight. Several more hours of steady, moderate, in some cases heavy rain before things start to taper off. The National Weather Service has flood advisories in effect for portions of the area, including Madison, Chenango, and southern Oneida, or I should say southern Otsego County, including areas like Oneida, Norwich, Hamilton. This is because of the rainfall. The Weather Service is kind of highlighting these specific areas, but Again, with the rain coming down across most of the area, ponding on roadways and some minor flooding is possibly beyond where this flood advisory is. So again, take it easy if you're heading out tonight. By tomorrow morning, a lot of the heavy rain will be out of the area. So the flooding that we're talking about tonight is very short term. By tomorrow morning, I think things will be in better shape. Rainfall amounts, this is from the New York State Mesonet. Totals so far today ranging between about a third of an inch of rain out towards Colebrook to more than an inch of rain in Camden, in Sherburne. Heavier amounts of rain have fallen to our west. Again, we're going to continue to track rain tonight. I think we'll pick up about another half an inch or so of rain before things start to taper off. Low pressure driving in from the south. That's the rain that we're dealing with tonight. And then we get to deal with this swirl in the atmosphere. This is an upper level low, and that's going to drive our weather for the remainder of the week. Tonight, again, the rain continues. It tapers off by tomorrow morning. 7 o'clock in the morning, cloudy skies, a few showers. The day tomorrow is not a washout. We're looking at periods of sunshine and mixed with clouds, a few scattered showers in the afternoon. Nothing heavy, but it definitely will not be a completely dry day. We're still tracking some showers tomorrow night. And then more of the same heading into Tuesday with cooler weather settling in. Rain tonight down to 46. Tomorrow, a pop-up shower in the afternoon. Temperatures in the mid-50s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Chilly on Tuesday, 48. We might see some snow showers Tuesday night and into Wednesday. Higher elevations. Yeah, I know. Ben, don't look at me like that. Wednesday, looking at some rain showers, temperatures in the low 50s, and then we're tracking some improvements in the weather as we head into the weekend. Saturday and Sunday, temperatures in the 60s.